Hey y'all. As you know, I'm just trying to let folks know I'm here. So give me a second. I'm gonna just put this stuff out here for everybody to know. Come chat with me for a few. But yeah, I just feel like I don't know, my alerts don't be doing what they supposed to do. So I be trying to make sure when I go live, y'all know I'm here because it don't be doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm just posting it in a few places, honey, because YouTube don't be doing an alert job like it's supposed to. And I'm gonna try to stay on for about 30 minutes today. But y'all know how that go. We say 30 minutes and it ends up being an hour. But nobody's here yet, so we'll see. It's easier when it's only like one or two people. But when it be a lot of us, it'd be like, okay, everybody has such good stuff to say. You don't want to cut nobody off. But, oh, it didn't. I had this new case, which y'all probably seen it now, but I got this case. I had the purple one for the longest. And I'm still trying to get used to it because I be trying to do a screenshot and I cut the phone off. I'd be like, oh, oops. Okay. Now I got what I was going to do. Come chat with me on live. Ooh, not it didn't work. Instagram be not wanting me to direct folks off their platform. Come chat. All right. So the wife. I was just about to tell you that I'm on live because I was responding to your comment. um, my week is going pretty good. It's been an interesting week at home for my family, but not in a bad way per se. Just a couple of challenges. I feel like a couple weeks ago, I was having a lot of challenges. This week, my husband's been having some challenges, but it's like I look forward to a week where we both just have a good week together. But I will say, it seemed like today things started to look up for him. Um, Josiah knows that he's doing basketball, so he's excited. He actually starts tomorrow with his first practice. So he was excited to go to bed because he knows that he has to go to practice after school. We're still waiting to hear if he made the basketball team at his elementary school, but my husband enrolled him in a different like basketball camp locally. So it's a true team. They're gonna actually play against other, leagues or something like that in the new year. So we're excited because Josiah was feeling kind of like discouraged because he hadn't heard back from the school if he had made a team or not. So now it's like, even if he doesn't end up making the team at his school, he still is going to get to play and, learn the sport, get better at it, and see if he really wants to continue doing it. I went to the gym today. Yesterday, I went to the gym and it was a horrible accident on I-20. You might have heard about it if you live in Georgia, but I-20, I think a car flipped over and it was on fire or something like that. And my Zumba instructor she's okay, but she was in that traffic trying to get to the gym and she kept getting rerouted and couldn't get to us. So we came to the gym and we were waiting for a little while, but we didn't get to take class with her because of that accident. So she and I were talking earlier. She was like, I was telling her how I put a playlist together with her songs so that if she's late or has an emergency next time, we could still have her class. And she was like, girl, you need to just go ahead and get your license. And it's just so funny because I was thinking about it, but I don't know. Um, I hate that she got stuck in an accident, but I'm glad she's okay. We had fun tonight. We made up for it. I used my weights during class, so my arms are feeling like tight. And then Monday I did cycling, and then yesterday I did like it was mostly chest workout, but I did the leg glute machine as well. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna look into it because if I could like get certified next year, I could possibly like do that on the side as a little business for myself, like start teaching at gyms, and also start teaching like classes or something in a studio or whatever to make extra money. And it's something I really like to do. But I don't know. I got to make sure I can actually teach because it's one thing to dance and learn other people's music. It's another to create your own cardio. Today, I have a snack. I got this from Jason's Deli yesterday. Josiah wanted some chips, and we went straight to the gym. And of course, I got distracted by this strawberry shortcake. I didn't eat it yesterday, but I figured today, since I got a really good workout and I ate a salad for lunch, I was like, I'm going to try this today. Because if I keep leaving this in the refrigerator, it's going to be, it's going to go bad because it got real strawberries on top. So it smells good. That's what it looked like. I'm about to see, was this worth my $4? Let me see. So the cake is spongy. Let's see, are the strawberries good? I have not tried the Jason salad with all the meats. I went to Jason's Deli for dinner one day last week and I got the soup and it was so good to me. I tried their fire roasted chicken tortilla soup. It was good. And I got Josiah kids meal, two of them actually, because we went through the drive-through window. and he had the pizza and he also had the pasta. You could get like a chicken Alfredo pasta, I think. He loved the pasta. He said he said the pizza kind of tastes like the skating ring. I don't know if I'd get this one again. But he liked both. He ate both. Although he saved some of the pizza for the next day. He ate all that pasta though. Um, they have a really good menu. Like we have one near our gym. When I tell y'all it be wrapped around every time we go there, like after the gym closes, always people there. They have a pretty extensive menu. Soups, salads, sandwiches, flatbreads. Like I feel like that's somewhere I can eat while I'm on this journey. This strawberry shortcake is not bad though. It's good. And this is like day 2, so it probably tasted better yesterday. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I like the whipped cream in the middle. It's giving it some moisture because it tastes like it's got a little dry. I will definitely try that salad though the next time. We have salad stuff here though. So I don't see myself buying a salad for the next like week because we have salad stuff. I actually made a salad earlier using some chicken I meal prepped and I put some spring mix in it, peppers, onions, hey Quana, tomatoes, cheese, craisins, croutons, and some Italian dressing. It was really good, but now I'm on my sabotage mode eating strawberry shortcake. How are you, Quana? How's your week going? Also, Lissa, I'm rude. I didn't ask you. How's your week going as well? Because you asked me. I'm gonna log my food. I use the Lose It app. It looks like this. It has a little scale on it. Oop, no, I don't want to delete it. One thing I try to do, and I've been doing a great job of recently, is logging my food and my meals because when I gained that extra weight, I had stopped logging everything. And I feel like even when I eat bad stuff, it helps me to write down what I'm eating in my little thing on a daily basis to keep up with everything. And for dinner, we've been eating these like wraps on naan bread. It's kind of like Euro or gyro inspired. I'm gonna just say Euro because that's what we call them. But with naan bread, we put the tzatziki sauce on there. We use shaved steak or shaved beef. I sauteed some peppers and onions and put it on. It was so good. Hey, Mo, how are you? And I understand, Quana. I'm not having a bad week. It's been pretty good, but like my husband hasn't been having the best week. So I was just telling Lissa, I'm hoping to get to a week where we both have a good week at the same time. I wouldn't even say that this week is a good week. I've been feeling tired, but it's not a bad week. It ain't like a couple weeks ago when I was just over everything. It's just I don't know. It's just been a lot of it's always something, you know? But I think my highlight of the day was Josiah finding out that he'll be doing basketball. We don't know if he made this team at school, but my husband went ahead and told him that he'll be doing basketball with the our community league because yes, self-care day tomorrow and Friday. I love that for you. You just gave yourself a 5-day weekend. You deserve it. I love it. Dude, I can't wait to hear about it. Tomorrow is gonna be a crazy day for me because I have 2 doctor's appointments and I have to work. Y'all know I'm salaried and I work from home right now. So I'm basically gonna be like starting my day at home, leaving, going to the doctor, and I'm trying to decide, I might just bring my stuff with me and try to work from somewhere that has Wi-Fi, like Starbucks or something near my second doctor's appointment because I feel like going to Atlanta, coming back, and then going back out to my doctor's appointment that's in the afternoon, it's like not in the same area and I don't want to be late. And then folks try to cancel my appointment. But it's like it's not a day off, is what I'm saying. One thing I do remember like about being salaried or hourly was like if you had to take off for an appointment, when you were off, you were completely off. Like it was just, you know, you said you had something to do, you put your PTO in and that's it. It's not you still got to sign back on and do something that day. And sometimes I just be wanting to use a mental health day. But I will say, like, I guess if I asked for one, I could get one. But I guess I'm trying to save those for next year because I feel like I'm gonna need them more. Do you send quotes to him to help cheer him up? Not really. I do sometimes try to send like funny videos or I'll just say encouraging words, but I don't really send quotes. Do you find like quotes like the kind that people design like on a picture and you like to like reference those or send those to people when they're feeling down? I don't know. My love language is food. So I feel like I might help by cooking a meal or sending videos of just random stuff, random food, random stuff. I probably sent Des 5 or 6 videos today. We both send each other videos throughout the day, honestly. And I'm just logging my food while I'm talking to you guys. I didn't eat the chips with dinner, and I didn't have the chuck. I had shaved beef. But yeah, I would rate what I ate a 10 out of 10. It was very good. It's so flavorful. And I'm honestly excited about trying new recipes. I be feeling like we eat the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it gets a little old, like when you keep eating the same stuff and make you not want to keep eating healthy. So whenever I find something that's good and I really enjoy it, I get excited because it's like I don't have to feel like I'm stuck eating the same stuff. Because that right there will make you cheat on your diet in itself. And that's why I don't deprive myself. Like if I want something, I usually will get it. It might be so like this strawberry shortcake. Ooh, not me seeing how much calories it is. I'm definitely not gonna eat the whole thing. Definitely not gonna eat the whole thing. We'll do half because it looked like it's like if they're saying it is between 670. Look like I'm seeing 670. We're gonna do half of that then. That's like all the extra calories I had left. I try to leave myself with a little deficit because I'm trying to lose weight. If I was trying to maintain, then eating the exact amount wouldn't matter. So I'm gonna take a few more bites and I'm gonna put this back in the fridge because I don't got enough calories left. Hmm. I did recommend the Hawaiian Chick-fil-A on your homecoming video. I saw that. Is that in Hawaii? Where is it at? That might be a dumb question. It probably is in Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. I want to go. Oh, I just realized what you're talking about. Is it in Fayetteville, Quana? I don't think I've ever been there, but I had a friend in college that used to work at that one. Okay. I'm gonna ask Des if he ever tried it before. What's your favorite thing to get there? And do they have a special menu? Or is like their chicken sweet? I did not remember what you was talking about when you said that. Did I comment back to you? If I didn't, I need to go back to that video and respond to my comments. I feel like I did respond back though. I try to respond to everybody. Okay. I give this A B. B plus. Almost an A. But you know, for me to have not eaten it the day I bought it, it's pretty good. And you know what? I'm gonna give them an A because they put fresh strawberries on their strawberry shortcake. And a lot of times when you get fast food stuff, not me getting it on the water bottle. When you get fast food stuff, it be fake. Like if you go get you a cake from Popeyes or who else sells stuff? Burger King, like any of them places that sell desserts, it's always something that's in a little frozen box. And that tastes like it was made in house. I mean, somebody cut some strawberries and put them on there for me. You did, but I was reminding you since you said you were trying to find new restaurants. Yes. And you know what? I found one on Instagram that I want to try. I'm going to send it to you. It's in Fairburn, I think. It say Atlanta, but me living really close to like Fairburn and also close to Austell, I'm in the middle. This place is only 20 minutes from me. And most stuff that's like downtown Atlanta is usually like 35 to 40 minutes away, and this one was only 20 minutes. Usually when stuff is like 20 minutes away from me, and it's like in Fairburn or it's in Camp Creek's area. And I don't think this one was in Camp Creek. Hold on. I'm trying to find the video. First of all, it went viral. You probably done seen it. I thought I sent it to my husband. I did. I texted to him. I was like, I ain't sent it on Instagram. I'm gonna send it to you, Quana. I'm gonna send it to you too, Lissa, because you in Georgia. But it's called Bella is the name of the place. And it's supposed to be like this seafood place. So I'm thinking about trying that, taking myself out and trying that soon. Because I don't know. I want to start doing the solo dates, like I told y'all, or just date night with Des. Josiah is gonna spend the night with my dad on Saturday. So and the reason for that is because I'm going to 2 holiday parties, and I want to be able to go and enjoy myself. Des might be joining me, but he may not. I don't know. One of them is with a coworker. And the other one is with my friends. The one with my friends, I would prefer we went together on. The one that's with my job, I'd rather go alone just because I don't know. I don't want to put him through any awkwardness with my coworkers. Not in a mean way. I don't know, like if what I'm saying makes sense, but I'm really like selective about what I share um with my work people because I don't know. You have to be careful with mixing and mingling those relationships. At the same time, I do want to support the event because the last time there was an event at one of my coworkers' house, I was not able to go because I had something to do with my child. So I'm just like, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but my husband already know my friends. Um, I'm still learning my coworkers because I've been on my team for less than a year. I'm still getting to know them. So I don't want it to be awkward for him. With me, I know my teammates. So like if it's just me there and there's like not really no one else that I know, I know the person who invited me. And if other people show up, which I think they are, a few people are from my team, I can talk to them. And I'm not just sitting there by myself. But with him, it's like because he doesn't know these people, like I don't want to just leave him there sitting there ready to go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Whereas with my friends, it's like he knows some of them. It's a co-ed party, so it'll be some guys he can talk sports with or something that he can do. He won't just be sitting there awkwardly. And then with Josiah, like I would have took him to the one for my family. Same thing. And that's mostly because a lot of my teammates have kids. So it's a family friendly thing. People are bringing kids. So I guess if I would have brought Des, I could bring Josiah too. But the second event is not a family friendly event. So it would have just been too much trying to get ready, go to a party. Both of the parties start at the same time, by the way, 7 o'clock. and then try to stay at the first party for 2 hours, leave, try to drop Saya off, then go to the second party, then drive back home. That's just too much. So I was just like, yeah, let me see if I can get a sitter through my relatives. And I had asked if my dad and my stepmom could babysit last week because we were supposed to go to that comedy show, but we were both tired because last week was just a lot. Like Friday, I ended up getting off work later than I usually do. And I was in person for something because I was supporting a project. So when I got off work, I was so tired. I was like, I am not going to no comedy show. I don't feel like cooking nothing. I don't feel like doing nothing but getting in the bed and relaxing. So I ordered some pizza. I got my butt in the bed and I relaxed. I did not go to no comedy show. And then Thursday, I was just really tired because I only got like 2 hours of sleep. So I will say this week I've been getting more sleep and I'm really glad about that because last week I was averaging like 3 hours of sleep. I don't know what was going on. So that's what I was trying to say. I'm trying to make it to where like Des and I both have a good week at the same time so we can balance it out. You know, the Christmas is coming up. I really hope we can get it together because, you know, I want to have some Christmas spirit to me. We both need to have some. Be in a positive mood for Christmas. Oh, and I gotta finish my holiday shopping because I'm not done. I'm almost done, but you know, hold on. They asked something about Christmas dinner. I'm here, but mostly listening, studying for my final exam tomorrow. Y'all talking about food got me hungry now. I'm sorry, Brandy. Great luck on your final tomorrow. I hope you do amazing. Get yourself some rest. Don't stay up too late studying. What time is your final? I was gonna say if the final is after 11, you always could try to get some rest and wake up early and study. But it depends. Like if your final is at like 8 or 9 in the morning, then yeah, you gotta study now. Good night and good luck. I'm so scared. The finals at 9 a.m. and I stress cried this week over. I understand. I remember you was telling me you didn't do as well on your recent one. So you probably still got anxiety from that, but all I can say is spend a couple of hours studying, but try to get in bed by midnight or 1 a.m. your time because you're gonna have to get up early with the kids and stuff, and you don't want to be tired and missing questions or just not knowing what to put on paper because you're tired. Um, you inspire me. Y'all inspire me because I one thing I've been really thinking about and really going back and forth with is do I want to go back to school in 2024? I really have. And I just been thinking about how life be lifing and how I get overwhelmed. And school itself is overwhelming. So I just applaud you for pushing through and staying the course because it's not easy, but it's gonna be so worth it when you get done. Like it's gonna be over before you know it, and you're gonna be looking back like, whew, I did it. So definitely, I don't even want to keep texting you, so you have to keep stopping your studying to talk to me. But I just want to say I know you can do it. Don't be hard on yourself and just, go over your stuff and try to get you some rest. But sometimes you can't rest when you stressed about your test. I get it. You'll feel better after 10 a.m. or whenever that test is over. Hey Rachel, no, it's all right. Don't apologize. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate y'all with me. I don't never announce when I'm coming. I just pop up on here and y'all be showing up. So hey, I appreciate it. How are you? Aw, don't cry. I love you. Don't be sad. Be happy. Oh, you said it's tears of joy. But still, don't cry. You got this, girl. I was reading what was on my water bottle. It don't say nothing, but distributed in Blue Ridge and or Hamilton, Georgia. But distributed and sold exclusively by Aldi Batavia, Illinois. So you telling me that this is gotten out of the spring in Georgia, but y'all ship it all the way to Illinois and then ship it back to Georgia? That just don't sound right. That sound like a poor use of resources. All right. That's neither here nor there. Oh, I have an update for y'all. I went and got some stuff for my prayer board, my vision board. I think this year, let me see. Excuse my junky area, but y'all see that black over there? I'm going to do it on a black board next year. I bought some stickers and I got some markers, and I might even go and get a magazine out the store because I want to like cut some new pictures. Let me show y'all this. Make sure I'm not showing my address. Okay. I got this little mailer. I put like not the family, but I put like some carnival. What was that? Did it have something in it? Let's get it up just in case. I put this on my board last year, like a little this little picture right here. That's cut from one of these postcards. I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna put it on my probably gonna put it on my board for next year. Oh, y'all, it's one that says the Bahamas on it. And it's one that says the Caribbean too. Uh-oh. Let me fold it. So I feel like all I gotta do is cut this out. This one and this one. And just glue it on there. What day? I don't know. I still don't know what day, y'all. Do y'all want to do it in December still, or y'all want to do January? I was thinking maybe do the Sunday before the new year, December 29th, unless that's too late. Do 12/29. I was thinking about inviting some friends over too to come and do it like in person over here, but I still could stream so that we're doing it all together. Me and one of my friends talked about it. Oh, travel update. So I was doing flight research this week. I talked to my line sisters. I said, I don't think we should go to New Orleans in the spring anymore. It's too expensive. The flights were 480 to 500, and I just feel like that's too much for New Orleans. So what it looks like we're gonna be doing is a girls trip to Nashville, which I went there last year with my family, and I remember loving it and being like, I want to go back, and I don't want to go back with my family and or kid. I want to go and be able to bar hop and drink. Oh, I sent you the pictures of the menu. Thank you. I'm gonna look at it tonight. Is the vision board gonna be in a Zoom meeting where we all can collab and talk? Ooh, that's a good idea. I plan on going in April right now when I have the dates for sure, because we gotta. I want to fly. I don't want to drive. I mean, plan B is we can drive. My sister, one of my line sisters, is my cousin by marriage, but she divorced my cousin. But we still just say we cousins because technically her kids are my cousin because her ex-husband what is my mother's nephew. Her maiden name or her married name was the same as my mama's maiden name. Like we were related by marriage. So my cousin slash line sister, she was saying she will want to rent a car and we drive down there, but I don't really like doing super long drives. And when I drove to Nashville, well, I didn't drive. I rode to Nashville. My mother-in-law drove when we went last year. And y'all, that traffic was awful. It was supposed to be 5 to 6 hours. It took about 7.5 because traffic was bad both ways. And so I'm not saying it would happen again because we're not going in at the same time. We went in February. This time it would be spring, but honey, the flight is an hour. I would rather hop on that hour flight. Okay. I would pay that $250 and hop on the flight and get there and be able to just listen. I don't want to drive. I do not want to drive that long drive. No. But also, like, we were looking at like the last weekend in April for New Orleans, and it was just too expensive. And I was like, I'm not paying that. Y'all crazy. The whole trip should really, because it's 6 of us total, and I think 5 of us were gonna go. So I'm like, the whole trip really shouldn't cost more than 5 or 600 if we splitting it against 5 people. But when you start spending 500 on a flight, you gonna end up spending 1,000 on a dang weekend trip. That's too much when you got that many ladies going and we sharing a space. You could easily, if you get a good flight around 200, 250, and then you do 250 times 5, that's 1,200. You can get 1,200 for a space for a weekend or for 3 days. Easy. I'm also planning a Puerto Rico trip. So far, I think 3 of us are going. We're thinking about doing that in May. So that'll be another girls trip. If we do it in May, it'll be like a birthday trip for me and my best friends, because 2 of my best friends' birthdays are right after mine. But like one of them, her birthday is literally like a week after mine. My birthday is the 13th, her birthday is the 21st, and then my other friend's birthday is on June 6th. So even though we were thinking about going like Memorial Day time at the end of May, it's because our kids will be out of school, and it'll still be hot out. It'll still be our birthday month, but it'll also be Gemini season for my 2 Gemini friends. We could go together and it'll be fun. So, and y'all know I've been wanting to go so bad. Been wanting to go to Puerto Rico. So, yeah, we in process of planning that, but it was cheaper to go to Puerto Rico than it was to go to New Orleans, and I just feel like New Orleans should not be more than $250 in my opinion. I've seen it cheaper than that, so I don't want to pay 500 to go there. Nashville, I hate tornado tour. When did the tornado come and tear stuff up? Oh, you went in December. Okay. I hate doing curvy drives. Hey D, how are you? Drive to New Orleans. It'll be fun, and y'all can take pictures in the front of the Louisiana sign. I can't. I don't want to do no long drive, Quanah. You got to do like without saying too much. I'll just say you want to make when you go on a trip with people, you want to make sure you going with folks you're gonna have a good time with. And it's not to say I won't have a good time with my line sisters, but it is to say, like, I would rather us fly than drive. I don't want us to start getting on each other's nerves and then the vibes not be what they need to be. So if I was going with the girls I'm planning the birthday thing with or the May thing with, I probably would do it. But even then, like we done got to a point where we spoiled and we don't want to be in a car for a long time no more. But them same girls, yeah, like my high school best friends and my college best friends, we went on a trip to like Fort Lauderdale when we were young, like 19, and we drove a long way, a long, long way, all the way there and back. And we had a great time, but we had one girl with us that we're not friends with now. But it's always one hater in the bunch. You gotta be careful. Well, not now, because I done got rid of them people. But you don't want to bring bad energy with you on no trip. And I'm not saying nobody brings bad energy, but I'm just saying, like, if you're not as close to somebody, you gotta be careful with, mixing different personalities in a car for a long distance. D, I hope you feel better, both of y'all. Most likely due to Jazz Fest in NOLA. I didn't even know that was in April. See, yeah, I'm not doing no trips with no bad vibes. I can't do it. I don't care who it is, relative or friend. I don't want to go if we don't get along. If we're going to be arguing, I don't want to go. I don't want to go with nobody that's going to stress me out. If I can go on a trip every month, I will next year. And then some of them gonna be by myself. Me and my friend Inez was just talking about that. It could be a trip to South Georgia to see a dang baseball or basketball game. I just want to do more than I've been doing. I feel like I've become a homebody, and that's not my personality. Like I've always been a planner and going out and doing stuff. And I feel like being at home all the time, I've not been doing as much as I could be doing, especially as far as content goes. You know, getting more like doing more exploration, being able to report back and do like reviews and things like that. Like I got to start going out more. Long drives, I feel like you have to be super close, like damn near family. Exactly. If y'all don't really like each other like that, or y'all don't know each other well, it's so easy to clash on a long road trip. So Hell, I clashed with my damn family. We done drove far. We done drove far distances because we don't never fly to Mississippi when we go, and we go every year for the family reunion. And last year we went twice. Child, I be so ready to get out that car when we get done. This year we were talking about flying, so I actually need to look at the flights for Gulfport for August because I'm gonna get my ticket early. I'm not paying $500 to drive to go to Mississippi for the weekend. That ain't even on my bucket list no more at this point. I can sit this one out because I ain't paying $500 for that. I clashed with my husband on a 10-minute car ride, so you and me both. He might get irritated because my music is too loud, or he don't want to hear my music, or whatever. Around 200, 300 if you fly in to Gulfport. That's fine. I can do 200, 300. I can save up for that. I can plan for that expense. And then we stay at the same hotel every time. It's the Residence Inn Gulfport, and it's an airport hotel, so it can give us a ride to and from. And then we could just plan to Uber to the house on that day of the event. I'm not gonna keep Ubering there and back if we didn't drive because I'm not gonna keep paying that. But we can Uber over there and stay for the day and then come back home. Uber to the casino. I love the casino. One thing I love about Gulfport, they got the food. The food be good down there. Oh my gosh. When we went last year, the food was so good. At Pirates Cove, that food was so good. And we went to Felix's, and the food, that seafood. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to come back. So yeah, we go there and then go to the beach and have a good old time. But I won't even use PTO. I really won't even use my PTO if we fly because I could probably do the latest flight that Friday and come back Sunday, or we can fly that Saturday and come back Sunday. And instead of doing two nights in a hotel, just do one night in a hotel and a flight. That way, it's like if the flight is 250, 300, and the room is that same price, instead of it being a 600 to 700 for the room itself might be 350, 400, and then the extra that we were going to spend on a night at the hotel can go towards the flight. We're going to find a way to make it work. Y'all, I came to check on my kids before I shower. Naomi 5 and has Malachi 4 in her bed and covered in my plan. Oh, wait, and my plan stickers, planner stickers. No. No, you're gonna use those. Just take a picture and send it to me because that sounds so cute. But I know you mad. Don't be too mad because at least they sleep right now. Ooh. I don't know. In today's episode of What Kids Did to Piss Me Off, my child colored all over his shoes after I told him to stop coloring on his shoes. I don't know. He's obsessed with coloring on his shoes. I can't wait to go back home next year. I miss it. Quana, when you going back? You going back when? And no, I've never been to, is it Bowl Rivage? I've never been there. Is it good? Is it seafood? Because I like seafood. We usually just end up going to Desmond's grandma's house and they cook and we play cards and play music, and some people start line dancing. I usually sit around and watch them play cards for hours. We have some crab legs and seafood broil, and it'd be good. My daughter screams and cries every time I sneeze. She's been terrified of sneezes ever since she was born. Oh, it's a casino resort in Biloxi, Mississippi. I've never been to Biloxi, Mississippi. I've only been to Gulfport and Long Beach. And I also went to, is it called North Crescent? Desi, what's the name of that city where that place was where we went and got that cheap food that was really good that your brother wanted to go to?
Oh, Pass Christian.
Past Crescent. Those are the cities I've been to. We never went to Biloxi before.
We have been to Biloxi.
No, we haven't.
That's where we go to the casino.
That's in Biloxi?
That's Biloxi.
That's Gulfport.
That's Biloxi.
Island View is in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Yeah, that's Biloxi. Biloxi and Gulfport are only 15 minutes away from each other.
Well, I'll be damned. I thought
When you get into Biloxi, it's
I
literally
didn't
right
know.
there.
I thought Biloxi was before or after. Like we weren't in Biloxi.
Yeah, like when we ride out into the city, that's like you can go
I
literally
could have swore that was the Gulfport.
Biloxi. You can ask my mom, but
I don't want to
we've been to
ask.
Biloxi.
She said, yeah, they're really close together. Now I feel dumb. Well, yeah, I've been before. I didn't know. Addie K, I believe Yosha. I just had to close the door and walk away. I've been looking into safe cities for solo travel. Anyone who has any recommendations? Because I want to go solo travel as well. It's just easier because I don't know. I've been doing research. That's all I've been like. If y'all follow me on Facebook, I put a post on there. It has said like travel's been on my mind. It's really been on my mind. And I feel like the way I have to do it is plan. I don't want it to be like last minute. So right now, it's looking like I'm gonna do Bahamas next month. Y'all know I bought that ticket with you guys on live. So Bahamas next month. February, I'm trying to find something that we can do with Josiah because he'll be on a break. Even if it's not a full week, which it probably won't be, but maybe just a 3-day trip or something like that. Um, let's see. Trying to think. March, I want to go to a concert. I don't want to do a trip. April is spring break for Josiah. So again, the beginning of April, if I can find something I can do with him, then I would like to do that. But if not, Nashville is an option for like my line sisters. Our Zetaversary is in April, but we weren't necessarily just locked in on spring break week. Now, I was suggesting spring break week because most of us live in Georgia. One of my line sisters, or two of them, don't live in Georgia, but one of them lives close to Nashville, which was why we were like, she usually comes to Georgia to see us. So I was like, well, instead of you always coming to us, we can come to you. And Nashville is like a good turn up for the low. It's not that expensive, but it just depends. Like if it's a concert or a game or something going on, it can be expensive to get a room down there. But again, when you got four of us coming to stay in the room and we splitting it, is even if it is expensive, it's going to be divided amongst three other people, so it's not that bad. May is looking like Puerto Rico. Don't know about June, July, August. August will probably be Mississippi because of the family reunion on my husband's side. And then October, I'm trying to decide because I want to do an international trip in October, whether it's another cruise, but I try Royal Caribbean or even Carnival again if the price is right, or we go to a all-inclusive resort and do a family trip. So I've been researching these flights and I'm planning based on price. Okay. The cheapest that I found Puerto Rico was actually February and October. But I'm okay with paying a touch more because May is my birthday month. I can kind of spin it like, oh, this is for my birthday. Because I really wanted to go last year. And it might have been the year before when I caught it and it was like $200. I'm still kicking myself for not taking advantage of that opportunity. But that's gone now. I ain't gonna never get that low price of the way these flights look right now. Yeah, they're really close together. I want to try Hawaii. I do too. And I still want to go to New Orleans, but I'm not going in April when the tickets is $500. I found the cheapest dates for New Orleans in April and it was during the week, which that's another thing. Like I do want to do the weekend trips, but what I'm realizing is the weekend flights where you're flying out and coming back on a Sunday are way more expensive than when you fly during the week. So weekend trips might become using PTO during the week to go places because it literally can be a $200 or $300 difference. Like a flight to New Orleans was 218 to 260 if I traveled during the week versus every single weekend I priced out. It was like 480, 500. So sometimes you just have to switch your days around. But I do understand in like busier cities, you have to like um sorry, I was distracted. In busier cities, you do have to like do your research to make sure that when you get there during the week, it's something to do. Because a lot of times places have their events, and like if you're trying to do nightlife and stuff like that, it's going to be on Friday night and Saturday night, maybe Thursday night. But if you go and you're there on like a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, it's probably going to be less stuff to do, especially when it's not hot out. I just told my hubby I never got to shake my ass on a yacht. It's never too late. All you gotta do is plan you a trip to a tropical island where you can rent a boat for a couple of hours and you can make that a reality. You might be able to do that somewhere in Texas. You in San Antonio. My Zumba instructor is in San Antonio. I'm gonna give you his information. He teach classes and he will give you opportunities to shake your booty if that's what you want to do. He is so much fun. He is in San Antonio. Oh my gosh. I need to plan a trip out there and come because he be throwing like little events and things like that all the time. And I say little because it'd be like local, but then he do big stuff too. Like I've went out the country with him 3 times with his Zoom for his Zumba takeovers. That'd be fun. I done turned up on a little, I don't know if it's a yacht, but I done turned up on the party boat a couple times. It was cool. Let's see. New York City, Charlotte, Hershey's, Pennsylvania, Virginia. I want to go to Virginia Beach. One of my line sisters is there. Her husband is in the military and she's stationed out there near Virginia Beach right now. I was thinking about planning a trip to go see her and bringing my baby. So we'll see. Maybe I do Virginia Beach in April and then spend the other part of it in Nashville. Bring Saya for the first half. And then the second half be a mommy trip. When is the best time to visit San Antonio? I went once in June and it was so hot. Let's ask D. D should know that answer because she's been there. Or is it just always hot? Because when we went in April to Dallas, not San Antonio, but to Dallas, it was a nice, comfortable temperature. Not too hot, not too cold. And it was April when I went. So if Dallas's weather is similar, I would say maybe try April or early May. I wouldn't mind going back to Las Vegas, y'all, but I need to make it to California. I need to make it to New Orleans. I still want to make it to New York. Still ain't never been there. And Hawaii. Like I don't know. I be going to Florida so much. I be like, I need to start checking off cities I've never been to. I still want to go back to Houston. Or not Houston. I didn't go to Houston. I still want to go back to Texas to go to Houston. Because I heard the food is delicious in Houston. I would come March, April, or October, November. Okay. Noted. Noted. Y'all, my husband took all his stuff and I think he's sleeping or laying down in the living room. So I'm going to get off soon just because I don't want him to have to like fall asleep on the floor in there and then his back and stuff might be hurting. Yes, I've been to Mexico before. I've been to Mexico 3 times. I would absolutely go back. It is so much fun. In 2020 in 2022, I went 3 times. So I went to Cozumel and Costa Maya on a cruise. And then later that year, I went to Cancun and I went to Isla Mujeres and what was the other place called? Where is Grand Palladium located? I think it's Costa Mujeres and Isla Mujeres is where I got to go to. And then I stayed at the Secrets Resort, also near the Cancun area, but it wasn't in the same city. It was like close to Cancun, but kind of far out. So it was so much fun. I would definitely go back to Cancun, maybe even explore a different city like Tulum or something like that. But yes, Mexico is a vibe. It was so much fun. The food was good. The service was good. The beach massages were great. 10 out of 10. Okay. It was a great time. If you go to New York City, you gotta go during the summer and don't need to be scared up to go to the hood for the good food. I want to go with somebody like you who knows the city. I love to go back to a place with somebody who used to live there because I feel like they can show me around and I feel more comfortable. So, Quana, come on, let's go back with you. You can be my tour guide. I have a friend from St. Lucia, and we might be going with her, um, like in the future. We got to save up for that 100. That ain't gonna be no cheap trip. But she's St. Lucian, and so I was like, I would love to go with you because you from there and you can show us around and, you know, tell us where to go and, all of that. So yeah, anytime somebody like, oh, I'm from here. Like one of my other friends is from Louisiana, but she's not from New Orleans. And I used to mix that up all the time when we were young because it's kind of like when you tell somebody you from Georgia, they're gonna think you from Atlanta because that's what they know. They know the big city. They're not gonna know the state and all the little cities. But I'd be like, yeah, we can go to NOLA and bring you. And she'd be like, girl, I didn't grow up in NOLA. I grew up in a whole different part. And I'm like, oh. So she like, I want to go too and experience it. Cause when I was a kid, like I lived outside of that area. So I didn't really get to experience New Orleans. Oh, excuse me. And then I'm getting sleepy too. I don't want to miss my sleepy spot. Now tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going live. I'm gonna be honest. It depends. Cause is gonna probably be really tired coming out of practice and stuff. Like it just depends. If he gets in bed pretty early and I'm not too tired after ripping and running the 2 doctor's appointments, working all day, trying to make it to Josiah practice, that's a lot. Then I will go live tomorrow too. But yeah. Some days I want to move back, but I don't. IDK, you miss the city and the food. Is your husband from Louisiana or are you just from Louisiana? Remind me, you might have told me this before. And do you think he'd want to move there? If I keep yawning, y'all. I'm so sorry. That's how you know I need to go to sleep. Y'all got me for the next 5 minutes. I'm gonna get off for real. Do you think he would want to move back with you? Yes, hydrated queen. Thank you. I'm trying because I don't know. My body be telling me when I ain't had enough water. Especially like this weekend, I was making some little drinks, having a few drinks with some tequila, and I ain't drinking enough water, and my body was feeling weird. Dehydration is a real thing. Drink your water. Ooh. I just want to go for the food. His family is from right outside. I lived there before I moved here and have family there. And no, he wouldn't want to. Same because of crime, but I do miss it. Sounds like y'all just need to go back and visit regularly then, make it like a weekend trip or, put that PTO in and go out there together, spend 3 or 4 days there, you know, y'all got married there, go spend your anniversaries there, or just, commemorate throughout the year, do different things. It's kind of how like we always go to Mississippi. Like my husband grew up in Atlanta, like he's from Decatur, but his mom grew up in Mississippi. And so they go back and they make that a thing. So maybe for y'all make that a thing. Y'all go back and visit. Whew. I've started chugging water in the morning, 30 minutes before bed, and whenever I pump. That's good because breastfeeding will have you thirsty. You have to drink your water. It will, girl, you need a water because you are definitely needing to refill what you're taking from yourself. But yeah, water is so important. I also feel like breastfeeding helps you lose weight. And I know you've been on a fitness journey too, but like I remember when I was breastfeeding, I breastfed for about a year, a little bit over a year, honestly. But I remember just like being thirsty and my metabolism seemed to be much better. Then once I stopped, child, I don't know what happened to my metabolism, but she She is not giving. I don't know what happened to her, but I'm gonna do some new things in the new year. I think I'm gonna do that 75 hard challenge when the new year start. Honestly, try that 2 workouts a day and drinking more water. Oh. Excuse me. Yeah, we do. That's where our friends are, but flights have gotten high, probably like late spring, maybe early summer. I need a flight watch with you because I want to go. I really do, but I'm not paying $500. And being that you're from there, then you know what I'm talking about when I say Southwest used to have flights to New Orleans for $45, not 45, I'm sorry, 49, 59, 69, 79, 89. I've seen it all them prices. I remember years ago looking at flights to New Orleans and the one ways were under $100. You could go for less than $200 to New Orleans. And it wasn't always no crazy flight time either. It would be like, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m. Like now it's like all of the airlines want you to get the red eye flights to get a cheap price. And if you want something that's like convenient, 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, arriving at 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, those are the most expensive flights unless you book really early, which is why I was telling y'all I've been looking ahead to see what I want to do because I want to buy my flights in advance. And it's like when I'm looking like more than 6 months ahead, stuff is cheap. But when I'm looking at stuff for spring, that stuff is high. And it's like if I want, unless I pick the early flights, like it gets on my nerves. It's like it'll be real cheap if you want to fly back home between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. in the morning. But then it's like, if you gonna fly back home at that time, that means that last day when you are on your trip, that's not really no day where you can do anything after 8 or 9 o'clock if you're really trying to get some rest before you come back home. So for a weekend trip, for an example, that's not really a good one for me. Like if I'm flying somewhere Thursday night, let's say I'm flying somewhere Thursday night after I've worked. So the flight leaves at between 6 and 9 p.m. And then I get there that late, so you really not doing nothing that Thursday night but going to sleep. Now you got the whole day Friday, the whole day Saturday. If your flight is leaving that city at 7, 8, 9 in the morning, after Saturday night at like 10, you really not gonna be able to do much unless you just that type of person that's gonna pull an all-nighter and go to the damn airport. And for me, that's for the birds. We did that when we went to Vegas. Child, I was so tired. We went and went to Fremont Street, and then like we went and took a nap because that's what it was. We left Fremont Street like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, Western time. Went and took us a little nap and had to be back up for the airport for a 5 a.m. flight. Didn't get back to Atlanta until about 2:30 ish our time. And when I got home, I went to sleep and I slept for the rest of the day. That time zone difference whooped my butt. I was so tired. I was like, next time I don't want to fly back out 5 a.m. Who came up with this idea? But why I did it? We got to fly to Vegas for $222 for each on Delta. So baggage was included, entertainment. My ass was asleep on the flight. I was knocked out on that flight going home. The flight coming, I want to say it left like daytime. It was a normal time. It wasn't no it left in the evening because it was I remember it was for my husband's birthday, so it was in July. So the flight left around maybe 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock our time. And then when we got there to Vegas, it was like 8 or 9 p.m. their time. Yeah, because it was late. It wasn't really much we could do, wasn't really much we could eat or anything like that. The first day was just arriving for real. But I say all that to say, I picked the flight because it was cheap. And I want to have flights that work for me. Like I loved when we went to Florida this year and we did have to fly back home early. We flew back at like 9 a.m. And I was tired too. When I got home, I slept for like 4 hours, but I still got up and went to the gym after that nap. But yeah, every time I fly, I feel like I have to sacrifice. If I want the cheap price, a lot of times I have to sacrifice and get a flight time that's just like super early going back home for it to be a good price, especially when I'm planning less than 30 days out. For the ones where I've planned further out, I've been able to pick times that work for me. I will say this year when we went to Jamaica, I really enjoyed not having to get up at the crack of dawn to fly into the country. And then the same going home. Like we had time to eat breakfast, walk around the resort. I wasn't rushing. I wasn't aggravated. I was just like, okay. But I probably would want to fly back home around noon next time instead of 2 or maybe 1 even. But yeah. What's your question, D? What's your question, girl? We need a girls trip somewhere, mommy trip getaway. I wouldn't mind doing that because then like our kids could come and play with each other and then like we can have girl talk. Maybe somewhere not too far. Like for y'all in Georgia, we could go to somewhere like Savannah, not too far away, but they got a beach. Go when it's warm so the kids can play at the beach and tire themselves out. So I never did Elf on the Shelf, and I'm honestly just hearing about it. What is it? What's the point? Girl, I am not the right one to ask. I ain't never did Elf on the Shelf either. All I know is people get elves and they put them on the shelf doing funny things so the kids can find them. And it's like it's just supposed to be for fun. Like they it's like giving them the spirit of Christmas, kind of like Santa Claus. Like it's supposed to be like mystical. They're not gonna know who did it. They don't know it's you doing the stuff. But then in some families, they do know it's their parent doing it. But a lot of times with the little kids, like it's supposed to be like, "Oh, mommy, look, the elf is eating chocolate," or "Ooh, the elf is stuck in the ice." Yeah, I've seen some of that, but I like I said, I'm not the right one to ask. We've never done Elf on the Shelf. My parents didn't do Elf on the Shelf for me growing up, so I can't even tell you. But that's essentially what it is. It's just supposed to be like a little fun thing you do with your kids. I don't know the point. I don't know if I'm the right one to ask, but that's the gist that I've got from seeing people do theirs and post it on social media. I don't know if that helps, but don't feel bad. You're not the only one not doing it. Okay, that's what I thought, but based on what I saw, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, it's just a little fun thing you do. It's cute with the kids because the little kids sometimes don't get it and they be like, "Oh, mommy, look, the elf, the elf." You know, you move the elf around in different places and your child anticipates finding their elf doing something. Um I saw somebody post a picture or a video of their their niece. They had set up their iPad to record the area where the elf was going to be because they wanted to catch the elf doing something. And so I don't know if it was the aunt or if it was the parent, but they found it and they turned the recording off before they could get caught because the child was like, "Okay, I want to catch this elf doing this stuff." So, yeah, it's a fun little spirit of Christmas thing. Parents do things like I hate when my chat thing blocks the words. Hold on. Sprinkle glitter in the sink and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yikes. These kids are smart, okay? Josiah gonna try to tell me he don't believe in Santa Claus. I say, okay, you don't gotta believe in him because you're not getting nothing from him anyway. I was just like, okay, mommy, I know Santa Claus isn't real. I was okay. I don't know. I still think he believe a little bit, but he getting close to that age where the mystical thing of Santa is whatever. I'm also very honest with him too. Like he likes to go everywhere with me. So like I'm trying to do Christmas shopping for you, but you keep going with me. You ain't gonna be surprised because I'm not gonna keep missing my opportunity to buy this stuff. I pretended like I believe to try to make sure I got get gifts. I need him to do that too. But the funny thing is, like, our family has a way of surprising you with stuff and you weren't even expecting it. So I honestly don't care if he don't believe in Santa. Like, I don't know. I don't try to rob kids of their childhood. Like, if he want to believe in Santa, he can. If he say he don't, he don't. But when he get older, he'll know if he mess up and don't do right, he not gonna get as many gifts, whether he believe in Santa or not. Yes. No. No, we don't put the gifts out before Christmas Eve. We usually do it on Christmas Eve. So, like, I feel like the kids at school must have been talking to him honestly, because he be listening to his friends at school a lot. You know how that go. So yeah. And that's the thing. We supposed to be done with Christmas shopping because Josiah gets out of school for Christmas break Friday. Now, I do have him enrolled in like a little winter camp all of next week, but it's gonna be tough because I still have to work and I still need to be at home so I can tend to him during that time. But he'll be out of the house some of the time. But again, I'm not off. He's off, but I'm not. So it's like trying to find time before we're all home at the same time to get his gifts, hide them, wrap them, whether he know I got them or not. I don't want him to know what I got. Now we went shopping together at Burlington, y'all, and I had he look. I've learned my child likes to like his clothes. He likes to pick out what he likes. I let him know these are Christmas clothes, but you can pick what you want. So we went to Burlington and honey, he picked out all the Jordan stuff, all the jerseys. He picked out so many cute little Nike Jordan stuff. So he's super happy about that. I still I'm gonna try to get him a pair of shoes because he's starting basketball. So I want to get him like some basketball shoes that can support his feet and stuff. And then just a nice pair of shoes that'll match the outfits that he got. He picked a lot of red and black. So I was looking at a red and black and white pair of Jordans or a red, black, and gray pair of Jordans. So that's why I was getting on him about coloring on shoes. I'm like, you're going to keep wearing the shoes you got if I keep finding you coloring on stuff. But yes, girl, this Friday. Some counties don't get off until next Friday. And like my coworker was telling me her older children, because she's got stepchildren that are older, they get out on the 22nd and they don't go back until January 8th. But my child gets out on the 15th, which is this Friday, right? Yeah, the 15th, and he goes back on the 3rd. So it just depends on the county. I would have much rather them do the 15th and send them back on the 8th. I'm sorry, the 22nd and send them back on the 8th just because it kind of fits better with the holiday. I feel like it's too early. Like they should have and could have did another week of school. Like they just be ready to give the teachers a break these days. My older sister told us when we were younger and I was upset, like it ruined my childhood. Why don't you? Oh, I would have been mad too because it's like, you got to experience Santa and love Santa as long as you wanted to. Don't ruin it for someone else. And that's why I don't like when kids at school run their mouth. Like, just because you don't have Christmas spirit, okay, keep that to yourself. Don't ruin it for the next child. Which is why when he said it, I said, oh, okay. But you got to bring the holiday spirit into your home. You got to, of course, teach your children why you're celebrating Christmas. It's not about Santa anyway, but just, watch those holiday movies, celebrate family, make it feel festive. And that's the thing, like life has been life, and I feel like it takes away from the joy of Christmas. And so I guess I'm just trying to make sure as best as possible that we're creating an environment where he'll remember Christmas in a positive way, because I don't want like my adult stuff getting in the way of him enjoying his Christmas. It's the parents that ruin it. That too. Because a lot of parents want to talk about what they did, or whatever. But like I said, when you don't have help with your kids and you can't drop them off so you can go Christmas shop, or you can't knock it out while they're at school or something, it makes it hard to get their gifts and hide it. Now you can order stuff online and send it to the house, but then like you gotta, it depends on what it is. Like if you're getting something like a big TV, or like Josiah wants this big, he wants like this motorcycle thing that we saw at Walmart. It's like if that box came to the house, it would be a dead giveaway if it arrived while he was here. He would know what it was and it would just ruin everything. So I'm just like, I'm trying to figure it out. And like my husband had some stuff happen that kind of set him back, um as far as his timing of going to get our gifts too. So I think he's been just trying to like figure out, well, when am I going to be able to get y'all's gifts, because we're always together. So yeah. I gotta figure it out, because that's the thing, I'm not taking any time off in December. I used a lot of my time off going to Jamaica, so I'm trying to be strategic. I want to use the rest of it in 2024 for some travel. So we'll make it work. We have a few areas in our home that work for hiding stuff. I don't want to say. I think Josiah's asleep. I'm pretty sure he's asleep, but yeah, we got some places to hide it. Listen, that's a great guess. Yeah. Oh, another option is at the relative's house, especially because we probably gonna end up like spending the night over there for Christmas Eve and waking up over there on Christmas Day. So like big gifts, sometimes we hide them over there, because then he really won't know, because he don't live over there and he don't have no reason to go over there like looking at nothing. So yeah, but like smaller stuff, I've been able to successfully hide it in our house easily. Because there's certain areas in the house that Saya ain't got no business going through. And we've just, we keep a close eye on him during this time of year. What you doing? You quiet. What you messing with? We're doing matching pajamas this year. We bought the black Santa pajamas. I didn't pick those. I wanted to do like the black and white flannel, so I actually did buy the black and white flannel ones as well. But we're doing the black there's it's like a navy blue color with black Santa on it, which was really cool because I don't remember ever seeing a black Santa, a Hispanic Santa when we were kids, and Old Navy had both this year. My mom used to hide it at my aunt's house and then get them on Christmas Eve. Aww. I love that. That's smart right there. Like hide it, You can also hide them in your trunk too if you need to. There's a couple places we can hide them. But Josiah will be trying to investigate. I'm like, you don't want to be surprised, do you? You want to ruin it. We leave for Mississippi next week, and I'm gonna bring my computer with me. I used up all my PTO too. You sound like me. I didn't use up all of it, but I used up a good bit of what I wanted to use. Next year, because I'm planning most of my own trips, and I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going with the Zumba group. If I don't go with the Zumba group, I'm going to plan a trip for October, but I'm going to do it where I leave like Saturday and come back Tuesday. That way, instead of using 4 vacation days in October, I will only use 2. And that way I can use 2 or 3 in the holiday season to take off time to be with my family. Like, I would love to be able to take off Black Friday next year. And then next year, Christmas Day, I think falls in the middle of the week, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, Christmas 2024 is on no, that's this year. What day? It's on a Wednesday. So what I might do next year is take off the 23rd through the 25th. Or I may take off and be off that Thursday and Friday. Either way it goes, I'm gonna figure out a way because that's during the week, and I'm not gonna want to. Yeah, I'm not gonna want to do that. I've loved these last 2 years because Christmas was on. This year it's on a Sunday. I think last year it was on a Saturday, and I think the year before that it was on a Friday. Right? Let's see, Christmas 2022. What day? What day? It was on a Sunday. It was on a Sunday last year. It was on a Sunday last year, and they gave us the 26th off because it was on a Sunday last year, which was so cool. I so appreciated that. And then in 2021, I want to say it was on a Friday. It was on a Saturday. So yeah, these last 3 years have spoiled me because like when Christmas fall on a Saturday, they was giving us that Friday the 24th off to observe. When Christmas fell on a Sunday, they gave us that Monday off to observe because it's a weekend day. But now that it's back in the middle of the week, you just gonna get Christmas and that's it. And so I say all of that to say, I got spoiled because with it falling on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it was like getting a 3-day weekend on either way, on either front. But now in 2024 it's going to go back to being in the middle of the week. So in 2024 it's going to be on a Wednesday. I'm assuming 2025 it'll be a Thursday, which I'll just go ahead and take off the 25th that Friday, 26th that Friday next time. And then it won't be until 2026 that it's back on the weekend. I prefer when it's on the weekend. I really do. I don't like when I have Christmas and it's yeah, in 2025 it's going to be on a Thursday, and then it won't be until 2026 that it's back on a Friday again. So on the years, if I'm working for someone else in 2026, on years when it's on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I won't use any extra PTO. But on days when it falls in the week, I'm gonna have to use some PTO because especially now I gotta work in the office. Wednesday isn't an office day. So Thursday, you want me to come into the office the day after Christmas? Probably not. I'm gonna probably have to use some PTO. Cause why? Either that or Imma probably have excuse to work from home only because Josiah is gonna be out of school. So I have flexibility to work from home when schools are closed. But it's just, you know, I just be wanting to like my husband, he's taking off from Christmas through like early January, and I'm so happy for him. I've not had a break like that in a while. But I feel like, he has a better PTO like accrual than I do. Just like my friend who works for the government, she has a better PTO accrual than I do. I feel like at least from my experience, corporate PTO is not as good as government and schools and like um banks. I just feel like those type of organizations give better benefits and better holidays off. Like if you work for a bank or you work for the government, you end up usually getting like 10 or 11 paid holidays off. Holidays like MLK, Veterans Day, President's Day, Juneteenth. I don't get none of them days off. I only get my 6. And my 6 is like Christmas Day, New Year's Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July, and I'm missing one. Thanksgiving. Them are the holidays that I get paid for and we get off as a corporate employee. My husband, on the other hand, he gets stuff like Good Friday and like Juneteenth, they're closed. They got like an extra day around their Christmas and their Thanksgiving. They were closed Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Like schools and businesses like there are banks and things like that, you get them extra days that you do not get in the corporate environment. Now you do get I won't say I have unlimited sick time, but because if you work where I work and you're hourly, you do not have an unlimited sick time. You get like 40 hours a week. I mean 40 hours a year, like a calendar year. So 5 days off if you've been there less than a year. And then after a year, it's 80, which is 2 weeks. After 5 years, it's 3 weeks. And then it's like a decade before you get 4. When you salary, the sick time I say is unlimited because you can really just use it as you need it. Like if you get sick, you either stay home, you take off, you say I'm sick, I can't work, you come back, you work, or you do what I was just saying where I have doctor's appointments. This would be an example of where I need to use sick time to go to the doctor. When I was hourly, it would be I'm putting in 2 hours and I'm going to be gone. You cannot reach me. But when you're salaried, it's just like, okay, well, um you can take your phone with you or take your laptop with you and respond as you can, or you'll just put that you out of office for a few hours, and then when you get done you get back on and you respond to stuff. You might have to start your day a little earlier or end your day a little bit later, or just catch up when you can, but that's just how it works. And I do like that flexibility, but with vacation is like I feel like I have friends who have way better vacation benefits than I do. I essentially I get my 6 holidays plus an additional like 15 days in addition to my sick time that is unlimited, air quotes. But I've also worked through COVID before because we were at home. So I had COVID. I remember working from home with COVID. I won't be doing that. Going back to the office. If I get COVID or the flu, I'm gonna be off because I'm sick because I'm here. I'm gonna recover in peace. Y'all ain't finna stress me. Listen, but I don't know how I got on that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to be strategic with my days. Just trying to be strategic because I don't know. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it so bad. And sometimes, leaders will be nice and they'll say, oh, well, it's the day before Christmas. It's the day before Thanksgiving. Sign off early, take it light today or whatever. But it's just nothing like having the day off for real. And it's nothing you have to worry about until you come back. Ugh. I don't know. But y'all, I was supposed to get off 24 minutes ago. And it's almost 11:30. But I definitely enjoyed our chat. I feel like we talked about a lot of the things. I'm about to go get Desmond out the living room because I hear nothing, which means he probably done fell asleep in there waiting on me to come off. Another Brian, thank you. I hope you have a good night. Thanks for staying by and watching. If I don't talk to y'all again before Friday, I hope you have a good rest of the week. And I will be back on live soon. I don't want to say when just because I don't know what the weekend is going to look like. Like, I feel like I'm going to have a late night Saturday. So I might be really tired Sunday. But I will hope to talk to y'all again soon. So just turn your notifications on. Check my community tab, all the things. Because, YouTube don't be putting my videos and my lives out all the time. But I hope y'all have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Bye.